Epic has been reaching out to fans to see which crossover skins they want to see next in Fortnite. Even articles have been published about it. We've been listening and have come up with a brand new list of skins we actually want in the game. So let's get to it. Not only was Tricky the main antagonist of the Madness Combat series, but he's also become a hit in Friday Night Funkin'. Therefore, we want to put this zombified psychopathic assassin clown in Fortnite. If included as a skin, we'd give Tricky his creepy green skin and hands, his red clown hair, his vicious teeth, and his butcher's apron. He'd come with an alternate style where you could wear his iconic metal mask. For a pickaxe, we'd give Tricky his signature weapon, the gray street sign with an exclamation mark on it. For a back bling, we'd give him a miniature train after the infamous mission in Madness Combat 6, Antipathy. If Tricky had a skin-specific emote, we'd give him one called Flaming Demon, where he'd turn into his giant demon form and catch on fire. As for a glider, he'd come with a giant black and white skull with red fiery eyes. If Tricky were an NPC in the game, you could find him ready to fight a rap battle down in Retail Row, since he usually battles in the city. Could you see yourself using a skin like this sick, horrifying clown in Fortnite? Let us know with a comment down below. Up next, Fortnite always needs the best fighters, so we'd love to see Goku join the game as a crossover skin. We've even heard that Epic is trying to get the rights to include Dragon Ball characters in Fortnite. Goku would arrive wearing his classic outfit in orange and blue colors and spiky black hair. We'd also include his Super Saiyan alternate style with blonde hair. For his pickaxe, Goku would come equipped with his power pole. It's simple yet effective. For Goku's unlockable back bling, he'd come with a reactive Dragon Ball that added a new star every time he got a kill. Any guesses as to what his glider would be? Goku would come with the Flying Nimbus Cloud, since he's one of the few with a pure heart who could use it. As a custom emote, we'd give Goku one called Kamehameha, where he could charge up and send out a blast with all of his energy. And if he were an NPC in the game, you could find him in the cornfield near Corny Complex, training for his next big fight. So are you guys really hoping that Epic will be able to add Goku or not? Let us know your thoughts on the topic. Okay, let's move on to another skin. There's always room for another terrifying skin in Fortnite. And yes, even more terrifying than Princess Felicity Fish. So we're going to add Cartoon Cat to our list. This creepy fella would come with his old rubber hose animation style with black fur and white gloves, similar to Toon Meowscles. Hey, is that where Epic got their inspiration? Cartoon Cat would have his all too happy eyes and freakish smile. You don't want to get bit by those teeth. Now this freak would come with a special pickaxe, where he could extend his rubbery arm out and smack stuff with his glove. He would also have a special emote called Cartoon Kitty, where he'd extend his arms and legs out ridiculously far and try to give you a hug, all while having a sinister grin on his face. For a back bling, this creature would come with one of those frightening Kit Kat clocks. It would start to go berserk the closer the storm got. And for a glider, Cartoon Cat would come with a giant inflatable glove. We'd say it would be covered in blood, but Epic may not allow that. If he were an NPC in the game, Cartoon Cat could be found hiding around Catty Corner. It's only fitting. So would you guys love to have him in Fortnite, or would you be scared of him? Go check him out if you haven't already. Okay, on to the next. If we're going to bring a character in from a recent console video game, it has to be Ellie from The Last of Us 2. Now this 19-year-old is no youngin'. She's one of the fiercest ladies in all of video game history. After all, she's been fighting zombies since she was a little kid. For Ellie's pickaxe, we'd give her a machete. And for a back bling, she'd come with her awesome acoustic guitar. Everyone loves music on Fortnite Island. For her glider, we're giving her something unique, an inflatable zombie head. It'd be even cooler than Gugamon's Bunny Balloon. And for Ellie's skin-specific emote, we'd give her one called Slice and Dice, where she would perform an intricate slicing motion with a knife in 3 different ways. As an NPC, the best location to find Ellie would be down in Weeping Woods. She'd be scanning the area, keeping her eyes peeled for the next zombie attack. She'd be a great skin to use during a round of Fortnitemares. So what do you guys have to say about adding Ellie to the game? Did you ever play The Last of Us 1 or 2? They are pretty good. Okay, next up, dropping in from the Spider-Verse, we want to see SpiderGwen as a skin. Now, if included in the game, we'd give her both her Ghost Spider costume as well as a Gwen Stacy unmasked outfit. As for a pickaxe, she'd be able to sling webs in the form of a chain and use that to mine materials. For her back bling, we'd actually give her crisscross drumsticks. Did you know she was in a band called the Mary Janes? While dropping in from the battle bus, SpiderGwen would be able to spin her webs in the shape of a glider and fly down smoothly. For a Spider-Woman specific emote, we'd give Gwen one where she could do a backflip and then sling a web. Now, if this slick spider lady were an NPC in the game, you could find her practicing crime fighting around the buildings in Lazy Lake. Some could say that this popular arachnid woman is even more entertaining in her own series than the original Spider-Man, though we'll leave that hotly contested decision up to the fans. What do you guys think? Okay, maybe you're bigger fans of Peter Porker, the spectacular Spider-Ham. Who would have thought? Alright, moving on to our next crossover surprise. We believe one of the greatest animated films of all time is The Iron Giant, and we want to see him come to Fortnite as a crossover skin. Now, since he is a giant metal robot, he would have to be scaled down to match the hitboxes of other skins. That's okay, because even big guys like Brutus and Menace have the same sized hitboxes as Fish Stick. For a pickaxe, the Iron Giant would have a special attachment that his arm would mechanically morph into, similar to how he had built-in weapons of destruction in the movie. His back bling would be the huge bolt that Hogarth received at the end of the movie. The Iron Giant would fly down to the island with a glider made of scraps from the junkyard. If he were an NPC in the game, you'd actually be able to find him wandering around the junkyard near dirty docks, since that'd be his source of food and shelter. What do you guys think about adding this giant iron guy to Fortnite? He could help save the world! Would you rather have Hogarth the Kid? Let's check out another. Since it seems very likely that Chapter 2 Season 8 will be Halloween themed, we wanted to throw in a scary movie villain, and that's Ghostface from Scream. Scream would make a perfect skin for Fortnite, and we would keep his classic design, black cloak with a long ghost face. Now, this villain's pickaxe is an obvious choice. He would have his dagger used in the original movie. It may be a small weapon, but it could quickly cut you down. For back bling, we'd give this infamous character an old school telephone, because he just loves to call up his victims. And for a special skin emote, we'd give Ghostface one called What's Up, where he'd pull out his phone and say, What's Up? Now, we know this is a reference to a Scream spoof in Scary Movie 1, but it'd make amazing Fortnite meme material. For a glider, Ghostface would simply extend his cloak out into a giant set of wings and soar through the air. So how about adding this ghoulish creep to the ever-growing list of Fortnite skins? Would you use him to haunt your friends? Okay, next up, with Star-Lord, Groot, and Rocket already in the game, why not add Drax? We could always use another Guardian of the Galaxy, especially while aliens are attacking. Now, Drax may seem dim-witted, but that doesn't matter because he's more tough than you can imagine. Now, we know some may think Drax would be a pay-to-win skin due to his super strength and other abilities, but we would balance him out like all the others. He would come with his classic look from the Marvel movies, and for his pickaxe, he would have his dual knives. For a back bling, Drax would come with a miniature obelisk, since he somehow survived the inside of its stomach. For a special emote, we would give him one called the Drax laugh, similar to Laugh It Up, as a reward for having some of the most underrated humor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. As an NPC, you could find Drax located in a jail cell inside of the sheriff's office, as a callback to when he met the other Guardians of the Galaxy in the Kiln prison. So tell us, do you think Drax belongs in Fortnite as a crossover skin, or would you rather have Gamora? Epic is out here looking for ideas, so why not let them know? You can't predict what will happen next since Thanos came back as a skin. So what is the #1 crossover skin you want to see in Fortnite? Leave us a comment down below, and we'll see you next time.